let's dive into the whirlwind that was WWE Elimination Chamber 2025, a show that left fans buzzing with excitement and disbelief. Just when you thought the Elimination Chamber couldn't possibly top itself, this event delivered a seismic shift that will echo through wrestling history for decades. John Cena, after years of speculation and near misses, finally turned heel in the most jaw-dropping fashion imaginable. The main event, or rather, the co-main event, closed the night with a bang, leaving everyone reeling from the sheer insanity of it all. Let's break it down piece by piece, starting with that final segment, because this was a moment of pure, unadulterated chaos that redefined storytelling in WWE. Picture this: John Cena, fresh off winning the men's Elimination Chamber match, stands triumphant in the ring, soaking in the moment. The crowd is electric, still riding the high of his victory. Then, out comes The Rock, flanked by none other than Travis Scott, adding a layer of celebrity flair to an already stacked night. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, joins the fray, setting the stage for what promises to be a WrestleMania showdown between him and Cena. The tension is palpable as The Rock grabs the mic and delivers a chilling ultimatum: either the American Nightmare lives forever tonight, or it dies again. Cody, defiant as ever, fires back, declaring that The Rock can't take his soul or his mind, they belong to the fans and the ring itself. In a heartfelt moment, Cena embraces Cody, a gesture that seems to solidify their alliance. But then, everything flips. The Rock flashes his signature throat-slash gesture, and something shifts in Cena's demeanor. His face hardens, and in an instant, he unleashes betrayal of the highest order. A swift kick to Cody's groin drops the American Nightmare, followed by another brutal shot for good measure. What follows is one of the most vicious beatdowns WWE has aired in years. Cena, transformed into a merciless heel, doesn't hold back. He pummels Cody with a fury that feels personal, choking him with a tie, slamming him with a watch, unleashing the full arsenal of a man unhinged. The crowd is stunned, caught between cheers and gasps, as Cena revels in his newfound villainy. This wasn't just a heel turn, it was a masterclass in shock value and storytelling, a moment fans will dissect for years. The significance of this can't be overstated. Back in 2012, WWE teased a Cena heel turn, only to pull back at the last second, opting to keep him the ever-reliable babyface. Now, in 2025, the final year of his full-time WWE tenure, they've pulled the trigger, and it's nothing short of spectacular. For the John Cena heel turn to happen at Elimination Chamber, in such a dramatic and violent fashion, is a game-changer. It sets up a compelling narrative arc heading into WrestleMania, and it's amazing for the fans who've waited over a decade to see this side of Cena unleashed. But let's rewind a bit and unpack how we got here. The men's Elimination Chamber match itself was a roller coaster, featuring John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. This wasn't the main event. WWE saved that slot for The Rock and Cody Rhodes, but it was the heart of the show. A brutal contest that could have headlined any night. Punk entered last, a strategic advantage that paid off early. He wasted no time, eliminating Logan Paul with a GTS that sent the social media star packing. The match whittled down through a series of hard-hitting moments until it reached the final three: Punk, Rollins, and Cena. At this point, the dynamics shifted. Punk and Cena teamed up briefly to take out Rollins, a nostalgic nod to their storied rivalry. The two traded blows, rekindling memories of their classic encounters, before turning their attention back to Seth. In a coordinated effort, Cena and Punk hit their finishers on Rollins, eliminating him from the fray. But as Seth exited, he delivered a parting gift, a curb stomp to Punk that left him dazed. Cena seized the opportunity, dragging Punk back into the ring and locking in the STF. Punk fought valiantly but eventually passed out, handing Cena the victory. It was a hard-fought win, a testament to Cena's resilience, and a perfect setup for what came next. Post-match, Cody Rhodes entered the ring for a verbal showdown with Cena. Though the mics didn't catch their exchange, their body language told the story: intense, emotional, and brimming with anticipation for WrestleMania. This moment alone could have capped the night beautifully, but The Rock's presence loomed large, ensuring his main event slot with Cody took precedence. It's the Rock effect, undeniable star power that shifts the spotlight, even when the chamber match itself was a show stealer. Speaking of show stealers, let's pivot to the opening match, because Elimination Chamber 2025 didn't waste a second getting newsworthy. Jade Cargill, absent from WWE television since mid-November 2024, made a thunderous return that set the tone for the night. The women's Elimination Chamber match kicked off with Naomi and Liv Morgan in the ring, but before they could lock up, Jade stormed out, cloaked in black and radiating menace. Liv sold it perfectly, scrambling in fear, assuming Jade was gunning for her. Instead, Jade zeroed in on Naomi, launching a ruthless attack. She hurled Naomi into the steel cage, annihilating her with a ferocity that left the crowd roaring. Bianca Belair, watching from her pod, sold the emotional stakes flawlessly, tears streaming down her face as she pleaded with Jade to spare her former tag team partner. It was a cinematic moment, dripping with drama, and it confirmed Jade's return as a dominant force. Naomi was stretchered out, leaving 5 competitors: Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Bayley, and Roxanne Perez. The eliminations unfolded with precision. Morgan took out Bayley with her finisher, then rolled up Bliss for a crafty pin. The final 2, Morgan and Belair, delivered a thrilling back and forth that showcased their chemistry. Morgan went for her finisher, but Bianca countered with a KOD attempt. Morgan fired back with a codebreaker, only for Bianca to dodge the follow-up and land the KOD for the win. Bianca Belair punched her ticket to WrestleMania to face Rhea Ripley, capping a strong performance in a match elevated by Jade's shocking return. Next up was a tag team match that felt like a palate cleanser amid the night's chaos. Trish Stratus returned to team with women's champion Tiffany Stratton against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. This was the Trish show through and through. Her charisma carried the bout, giving Stratton a babyface boost ahead of her WrestleMania title defense against Charlotte Flair. The match itself was predictable, a classic good versus evil setup with little suspense. Trish and Stratton emerged victorious, but the bigger story was the rub Stratton got from partnering with a Hall of Famer. As of now, Trish's plans remain unclear. Will she return for WrestleMania? Perhaps as a special guest referee for Stratton vs. Flair? Time will tell. But for now, this was a solid, if unremarkable, chapter in the night. The unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn brought the brutality fans craved. With the lights dimmed and a spotlight tracking their every move, these two former friends turned bitter enemies unleashed hell. It felt like a throwback to their Kevin Steen and El Generico days, raw, violent, and unfiltered. Chairs, tables, even a barbed wire chair came into play. Sami put Owens through a table, and the crowd ate it up. But Owens fought back, delivering a series of powerbombs to secure the win. Post-match, he loomed over Sami, poised for more punishment until Randy Orton's music hit. Orton, sidelined since November 2024 after an attack by Owens, strolled out to a massive pop. His nonchalant demeanor belied the electricity of the moment as he slid into the ring and dropped Owens with an RKO. It was a perfectly timed return, setting up a WrestleMania 41 clash between the Viper and Owens. SmackDown, which has struggled booking-wise, desperately needed this injection of star power, and Orton's presence delivered in spades. Reflecting on Elimination Chamber 2025, it's clear this was a pivotal night for WWE. From Jade Cargill's explosive return to John Cena's earth-shattering heel turn, the show packed more twists than a season of a soap opera. The Rock's main event with Cody Rhodes may have closed the night, but Cena's victory and betrayal stole the headlines. The women's chamber match set up a marquee WrestleMania bout, while Orton's return and Trish's cameo added layers of intrigue. This wasn't just a great event, it was a statement, a promise of blockbuster stories to come as WWE barrels toward WrestleMania 41. Fans will be talking about this one for a long time.